Hello everybody, welcome to my vlog. In today's video, we will talk about the functions, concepts, and ways to use audiovisual media. But first, we need to know what it is. Audiovisual media is electronic media possessing both a sound and a visual component such as live tape presentations, films, television programs, corporate conferencing, search services, and live theater production. It's also a tool in delivering information in education. It is also a means of communication because audiovisual communication breaks down the traditional barriers of written communication to ensure that your audience understands the message easily, resulting in better discussion and collaboration in education and personal applications. Audiovisual materials are the most complete resources for teachers due to their availability and versatility. It is very useful in today's generation because most of us are now equipable to the technology. They enhance the learning experience of the students and the teachers alike because it using sound and a light equipment improves communication by heightening the awareness of your audience, sight, and hearing. Let's move to definition of concepts. One of the needed materials in audiovisual media is the audio materials. It is one of the tools to convey information through sounds. Examples are speakers, headsets, and other equipment used to deliver sound. Next, the visual material. It is a tool to convey information through sight. It is from the notion of images and symbols that can be read, where the students can learn and gather information by seeing or watching the presentations or any visual materials provided. In order for us to provide an audiovisual media, we need to have audiovisual materials. It is an electronic device which aims to provide a better presentation and exact modulation of sounds. It is also a combination of both sight and sound to convey information. Now let's proceed to audio. It refers to the sound reproduced by a computer or any other device able to play it. Audio commonly refers to sound. It is used for recording or reproducing sound. Making audiovisual media, video is also essential because it is electronic medium for recording, copying, and broadcasting of moving visual images. Now, let's proceed to the functions of audiovisual materials. First, it is for teaching music, literature, science, and documentation activities. Second, it is for teaching language and other content areas. Third, to foster oral communication because if the student can hear and see the presentation, the student can able to picture out the learning and able to speak up what is on their mind. Fourth, to motivate interpretation because by seeing the images on the presentation, students can learn how to interpret on what they can see and understand. Lastly, to make use of sketches and broadcast. It helps the student to perform the activities. Next, the types of audiovisual material. First, the audio. Under the audio, there are the recording and radio broadcast. So, recording, these may come in cassettes or CDs. Recording. The word recording, if we want to store a sound, we record it. Next, the radio broadcast. It is a transmission of radio programs that can be live or taped, just like what we hear on radios. Next, the visual media. Example, the bulletin boards, a form to display information on a board. Second, the posters, a form of displaying information using text and pictures. These are the tools in displaying and conveying information. This is very useful in schools and any organizations. The combination of media, the audiovisual media, example, the motion pictures videos. It is a videos of sounds mixed with motion images or effects. Second, the film, a large sequences of animated scenes and sounds. These are what we watched on our televisions. These are the guidelines for making audiovisual materials, learning, and teaching. Images should be as small as possible. Second, always provide alternative content. Third, check copyright. Fourth, use MP4 format, a size of 600 x 400 and speed of a 500 kilobyte per second. Provide transcripts for audio and video files, and lastly, save audio in mono format. Uses of audiovisual materials. First, stimulate. Stimulate the interest and emphasize. Second, promote. Promote efficiency. Third, clarify. To clarify the subject matter topics. In order for us to determine the advantages of using audiovisual materials in teaching, first, it provides diverse teaching techniques for learning. What techniques are the student capable of and easy to understand? Second, it simplifies and clarifies complex topics. It makes the complex topic short and easy. Third, allows students to learn at their pace. It means it allows students to learn from their own, experience from their own, and gain knowledge from their own observation. Fourth, can be reused. Because it is recorded, the presentation can be used by the next generation of learnings because the presentation is recorded. Lastly, or the fifth, reduce the quantity of asked questions because the students can hear and see the presentation, so they were able to understand easily what they saw and what they heard. But it also have disadvantages of using audiovisual materials in teaching. First, it requires correct use in words, grammars, pictures, or anything in the presentation. Second, not all concepts can be taught because the presentation should be short and simple. Third, should include only images and fit for words because in presentation we need to use appropriate pictures or images. And lastly, might not guarantee learning. In addition, to prepare it good pronunciation is needed. Then, it can be difficult to understand for the children, especially when they are new for this. Also, a good internet speed is required. And lastly, the proper equipment is needed. We need to use the proper equipment in presenting and making an audiovisual materials, enable for us to teach the students. Ways to use audio to support learning. It is very known in today's education because we are use online discussions or online teaching. So first, unit podcast example. It is weekly updates of teaching materials and current situations. Second, the live online discussions. It is between 2 or more people. Also, interviews with subject matter experts. This can be used as core or support for lessons. Lastly, student-generated recordings, used as part of a learner activity or to record evidence. And lastly, recordings of public lectures. Those can be repurposed and used for different contexts and subjects. These are the ways to use audio to support learning. First, to demonstrate time passage example, the awesome HD Slinky Slow-Mo. Second, to demonstrate decision-making process example, complex in workplace, source, and solution. Ways to use video to support learning. First, to summarize. Second, to illustrate performances and music. Third, to show practical activities example. Now, the 3 steps in producing audiovisuals: planning, production, and publishing. What is planning? Planning is the most critical aspect of producing. It's the process of making plans for something. It has a purpose of why making it. It requires brainstorming how to do it, and it requires a better preparation. Next, the production. The shooting or recording stage is what most people consider the most phase of an audio or video project. It is where the plan is taking an action. Lastly, publishing. The publishing phase is the final part of producing audio or video for educational purposes, and it is often referred to as post-production. It requires editing. These are the programs to create, edit, and publish video. Talk first where to create. First, Audacity to record and arrange. Second, GarageBand to record and edit sound. Third, Windows Media to record and edit video. Next, to edit. These are the programs: Windows Movie Maker, Virtual DJ, QuickTime Pro. So, Windows Movie Maker, it is a free app used to edit videos or to make movie. Virtual DJ is free to use to edit sounds and videos. QuickTime Pro is video editing software. It's also used for editing videos. These are the programs to publish our finished product. First, the YouTube. It is the most popular for bloggers. Vimeo and SlideShare. These programs are very useful in publishing our finished production of our audiovisual media.